Kia ora, Sagittarius. Welcome to your August 2015 Taroscope reading with me. Hope you guys have got a little bit of time to sit back, chill out, relax and see what messages are coming your way. We are using new cards, still tarot deck per se. They've been designed by a famous psychic and medium called John Holland. He has made some changes and his interpretation of the cards are a little bit different as well, but I will explain that as we go through the reading. We'll do 4 cards, one for each week of the month, and then a 5th card which will be what challenges you for the month. Then the last card will be one of our high vibrational energy cards. So Sagittarius, let's see what's in store for you guys for August. These cards are a little more difficult to shuffle because they're just that much bigger, but that's how it is, doesn't matter. It's how it all comes out. So, Sagittarius, August 2015. Let's see what's in store. First card, first up for you guys, is actually a Major Arcana card. Now we can figure that out firstly by its number. It's number 14, but also by the black borders. They denote Major Arcana cards. Now this is number 14 and it's called Patience, and in the traditional tarot it would be known as Temperance. The second card for you, just the second week, is number 15, another Major Arcana. You're moving up the steps. This is called Temptation, which is traditionally known as the Devil. Your third card for the third week is number 4, which we're considering as a Major Arcana card. Now this is where it's new for you. This is called the Heart Chakra, and it wasn't in traditional tarot cards. We'll work through that when we get to it. Your fourth card for the fourth week is, wow, okay, so another Major Arcana, number 8, the Power card, which is traditionally the Strength card. There's something about August that seems to have a really big feel to it for a lot of the readings that's going on. It's like we had a little bit quieter energy for June and maybe July on a personal level. I can't say that per se for the whole planet, but there seem to be lighter energies in June and July, but it looks as though August is ramping up again. So with your challenge card, we'll take a look now and see what it is. This is the 5th card. Oh gosh, it's another Major Arcana. It's New Beginnings. This is the very first card of the tarot deck, which represents the Fool. And I'm going to just pop it up here. Okay, so, well, I've never ever had one quite with this many, given I normally draw 4 cards anyhow, and I thought we would do a sort of a special reading and pick this 5th card. So Sagittarius, what's going on for you here? 5 Major Arcanas. Let's work with that. When the Major Arcanas turn up, they are about events or situations that occur within our lives that we pretty much don't necessarily have the control over. It's as if karma steps in, and karma is saying this is what's happening and you have to just deal with it and take the lessons and do the growth along the way. They can often be quite profound events that can occur, or when I say that, sometimes you'll really notice it right there and then and you'll go, wow, this is big. Other times it slips under the radar and you don't really notice it until maybe a few months later, and then you'll get that aha moment when you'll go, right, now I see what that was all about, because you can connect the dots. Anyhow, let's start at the very first one. So number 14, the Patience card, which, as I say, is Temperance. Temperance in the traditional tarot is about balance and moderation and moderating things in your life. And I often think of it as all sorts. So we're talking emotional balance, a physical, spiritual, and food and digestion and things that we take on board in our bodies as well. It's about creating some sort of harmony and making a connection so that all of us works. So sometimes there's something that stops it from happening, whether it be that we're a little bit out of kilter one way or another. We might be emotionally a bit stressed or down, or physically we might not be performing as best as we could, so then you might get a block. The Patience card tells us that, you know, we have to temper things, and his word is obviously patience, so it's about understanding that things take time to rebalance and get back into kilter. And if this is something that the universe is delivering, you've kind of got to ride it out, go with the flow. But what I am doing is reading his words for the major arcana cards. So this could be a long reading for you guys. I'll just pick the most important of all the words for you. Here's what he says for this particular card. Let's have a look. This card signifies the need for patience, self-control, adjustment, moderation and balance when dealing with others as well as yourself. This could be in the area of how you think and work and how you handle school, recreation, the people in your life, or the spiritual path that's put before you. As a soul, you have more than one aspect of yourself to draw on for support. It's all about integration and learning to blend and balance both the physical and the spiritual. You are an ethereal being in a physical body enjoying a human experience. Therefore, since you're both, you should honour all of you. If you go through life denying yourself the joy of combining these aspects, you're missing out on so much of what the world has to offer. Why accept a life that's half-lived? The Patience card reminds you to open your heart and mind and allow yourself to listen to other people's ideas, thoughts and perspectives. Blissful harmony can be achieved when everyone learns to work as one, all benefit. Listening, sharing and reaching out will help you renew your faith in yourself and humankind. You will become more aware of the miracles around you as well as the ones that you have a hand in creating. So there we are. I'll leave you with those words. I won't put any more of my thoughts or energies into it. Number 15, right next to it, is the Temptation card. Now, the Temptation is traditionally the devil, and it's interesting that they've come together here. Is there something that some of you need to give up? You know, are you relying on something too heavily, or is something no longer serving you? Could it be either a relationship that you need to let go of, or some sort of food, or drugs, or belief system, or attitude, or something around you that is not serving you to the best good that it could? Often when that happens, we find ourselves a bit stuck and trapped with it. And you sometimes can't see what's necessarily good and what's not good for you. So it can be time to let go and free yourselves of the shackles of it and start afresh. So let's see what his interpretation of this card is. Temptation. Through this card, addictions and self-limiting behaviours are being addressed. This is a time when you or someone else in your life may be placing too much emphasis on the material, physical world and its pleasures. Even though we're all born connected to Divine Source, we have a tendency to pull away from what was once natural. When we become disconnected from Spirit, the source that once nourished us, it's often replaced with a different supply or substitute. In other words, the connection is then forged with food, alcohol, nicotine, codependency to someone, or even work. Hence the term workaholic. Many of us spend our lives trying to fill the void that was created when the link to divine was broken. The Temptation card is calling you to take a hard look at your life and ask yourself, where in my life am I suffering from any addictive behaviour? Is there negative thinking or behaviour that's causing the life force to seep out of my soul? Are the people and relationships in my life giving me energy, or are they draining me? Learn to embrace your fears and all of your doubts so that every situation in your life becomes a learning experience. Gaining the knowledge that the physical world teaches you will help you to transcend to a higher spiritual awareness. So it's the same message as everything. There is always positive out of every negative. That's how the universe works. So every cloud has a silver lining. If we move on to the third week here in August, and we see this beautiful card, the Heart Chakra card, and it's green, as you can see. And it's there are 7 chakras on the body, and they each hold a different corresponding position. and this particular one is for your heart. And I will put a link below your video if any of you are interested in a beautiful, heart chakra meditation. But basically this is just positive, uplifting energy directed directly at your heart, and we can focus on that really now with quite intent and look at it. So you'll get all of that energy coming through the reading, and this could be a message for a lot of you to take care of your cardiovascular health, to check your cholesterol, to make sure that your diet, obviously we've got a lot of messages in here about diet for you guys, so to check if your diet contains the right type of foods to give you heart health, and that's nuts, legumes, certain minerals and vitamins, also the oils and things like avocados, they're very, very good for you. Also, this could be about heart, romantic or love. So it could be about love in your heart. So if any of you are suffering from pain in your heart around relationships, this is a time to uplift a bit of extra healing. Now it could be as simple as a blessing or a Reiki healing, or just some sort of positive energy that's sent your way as well, because a lot of people are going through heart pain on the planet at the moment because so much is happening and so many issues come jumping up around us. So for anyone out there who just needed that little bit of extra nourishment for the heart, whether it be physical, spiritual or emotional, this is the time to think about it and put it into action and dedicate some time for yourselves in that perspective. Now when we come to the 4th week, we see this card here, the number 8, Major Arcana, and it's called the Power card, which would traditionally be strength. Now this is really quite nice because it's at the end of the reading, and it's almost like this card just bolsters all of these up. The strength is about your internal or your mental strength and knowing that you have the resources to pull upon it. You may call upon it in this 4th week. You may find that you have intense strength to be able to either support yourself and move forward, or to offer others some sort of emotional or even physical strength is what it can come down to. So often when the strength card is around, it's about if any situations crop up, you can call on your power, or you can call on help and resources to gently and calmly resolve situations without, panic and screaming and arguments and stuff like that. So it's telling you to use your intellect and your ability in resolving any issues that come up for that last week. Now the card that challenges you, which is this one here, the New Beginnings, which is the Fool. This is lovely. The New Beginnings is literally, it's as if you've gone through a whole cycle and you're beginning out again. You're taking that step into the unknown, you're braving it, and you've got to find that courage to say, yes, this is my life, this is who I am, this is what I want, and move forward from there. Often new beginnings, like endings, can be difficult because we are afraid to take the step out. So the challenge for this month might be that you're literally too afraid to move, and it could be movement in career or home or relationship or legal matters or travel. It could be any of these areas, but it insists to you, or it shows to you, to have faith within yourself, utilize this power and strength, know that you can get through, and have faith and take the step forward. So I'll just see what his words for the cards might be for that card, since we're in a real roll here with the reading. Each and every journey begins with the all-important first step. When this card presents itself in your reading, it's confirming that it's time for you to take a brave leap of faith, kind of what I've said. This card represents that a great new adventure is awaiting you. It usually shows up when there's a significant inner change happening within you. And I think that's what we talked about. So I think times of change just denote that little bit of trepidation, and just know that if this is around for you in the month of August, You can get through it. Just take one step at a time is the message that I'm getting here for you. Don't rush it. Don't look at the distance goal and go, oh my God, I can't get there, I can't do this. Just look at the step in front of you and do it that way. And I think that's how you will meet the challenge. So there we are, Sagittarians. Wow, that's been a real biggie, hasn't it? Let's see what your white light energy is going to be. Let's see. Okay. Michael, I am presence. I think that comes very much back to the power card and the strength card, and know that you are your own presence and your own power. Don't let others put you down. Don't let them denigrate you. Know that you are a true gift and that your light shines and that you are invaluable. That all the work that you do goes towards the greater essence of everything as well as yourself. And this comes to you from Michael, and it's the purple energy, which is often the third eye, which comes to you through your mind. So I think it helps to calm anybody's mind and to give thoughts of support and strength. There's definitely stuff about strength for you guys, and with your new beginnings. And know that you've got it, man. You guys have got it anyhow. Your fire sign energies, you've got the strength behind you. So there we are, Sagittarians. I think you've got a bit to work with there for the month. Lots of interesting messages and possibly a big month ahead. So get out there and start that walk and enjoy this life. And I thank you all for subbing and listening and liking. It's a real gift to be able to offer these readings and just put some positivity out there. I really love doing them for you all, and I certainly appreciate your time and comments and everything else too. So wishing you the very, very best for August. And yes, you guys certainly are presents. Kia kaha and much aroha.